Hey everybody, we talked in the first video how we could create simple key in the database and how we could update it. So yes, that's work and fine, but what about if you have more complex data, like a lot of users? For every user you have username and password and his age. So it will be more complex, you need to do a node. So let me clear it for you. In the real database you used it before, SQL or MySQL, you have a relational database and other stuff. In real-time database, the story is different. You will use a node. So if you have a users, you will have a node, name it user, and this node have a child like username, password, and his age. For example, let me suppose I have here, I create a new user, new node, I name it users. Just give it this default value so he could create it, because if you don't give the value, he will not create users. In this node I will have a number of nodes. For example, for every user will be added, I will have a node for his name, email, and password. They start from simple way. I just create simple layout, enter username, email, enter username, password, and age. In the code I just create 3 edit text and I exit to them. Then in the button I have this two code, you see it before. But now if you see, I will not get access to specific node. Before we access to, for example, MSG, okay? Because you want to access a specific node. But now I don't want to access a specific node. I want to access to all the node of the database. That's in this line. What this line mean I just create instance from the database, so I could access to any node. What does that mean? For example, I want to access for node name it user. I will say, okay, go to the child in the database that name is users. Okay, then inside that child add the username. I will say, okay, add another child, name it username. Okay, then you could give it value now. Say, okay, give it value please. Set value. Which value? I will say, okay, edit text username dot get text. Okay, what does this line mean? This line mean, okay, please go look for node name it users. If you don't see it, create it for me, and then go look for node username. If you don't see it, create it for me, but this node should be child for this node. So first you have this node, then inside you have another node, and this node have a specific value. I want to do this operation for 3 nodes, not only one. So I will say, okay, copy, and let me do something for 3 of them. The second one will be for the password, and the password will be edit text for password. Okay, edit text for password, that's great. And the third one will be for age. I will get edit text for age. Here you go. Just one thing missing. I have to change everything to string, so make sure in the text view you change it all the way to string, so it will not be in any trouble. So just add this one to string, and this one to string, this one to string you, so you could read them. Now if I run this code and see what is going on. Here you go, this is the layout. If I give a user and give a specific username and a specific a password and specific age. Set, here you go. If I go to the database, I will see I have a node name it user, have three child, age, password, username, and everyone have value. And that's what we did. We say, okay, look for node users and add child to it, username. Look users, add child, password. Look users, add age. So if you see here now, if I go back, I have users, name, age, password. But that's not what we need. So example, if I want to add in another user, I will say Jenna. If I say create add, he will not add the new user, just update the value. Why? Because he go to the database and he will look for key name it user. Okay, I find it. He find it. Then he look for key name it password. He find it. So if he find it, he just update the value. For that reason, he updated. He did not add a new one. So to have a new node, we should have unique name for the new nodes or unique key name. So I have to group all these 3 under one name. So what is that should be unique here? Should be username will be unique. So I will say, okay, I would say it is better to take this value for username and make it a parent for this node, and you will like it now. Okay, just to create this parent for me. What does this mean? Mean, okay, create user, then create node in the same username inside it, and then add the username and the same thing for this one and same thing for this one. If I rerun it again, I will see the story will be different. So let me rerun it, make sure this one is deleted, so it will not affect on my work or my new work. Here you go. If I add now, I would have C. I have users, and in the users I have first user name Jenna, age, password, username. If I just create a new user, I will say Leia. Here you go. I have age, again Leia, C, new node, age, password, username. If I say at 622, just me update this password and update this username, I have a third node. So if you see why he could create a new node for me, because the username is different. When he first time go to the users, okay, I have users, but I don't have Jenna. He created a new node and he added this value. Then when he go next, he say, okay, I have users, but I don't have Leia. Let me create a new node Leia and I add this one inside it. Then when he came third, he did same thing. So now you say, okay, what about if I want to listen specific update in a specific user? For example, in Leia, I want to do listener. In same way that you did it before. How you did listen? You say, okay, I would listen for Leia. You say, okay, I would say this line, my events, dot, let me, for example, I would listen to the key or the node name it Leia, for example, dot add event listener, and you do same thing for listener that you did it before. Yes, here we go. And it's very easy and simple and practice. Imagine you have a lot of updates that happen in your server side. Like for example, user do update and you want to send notification for all the other users. Or one of the family member did update and you want to send notification on family member. So it's better to use a real-time database, and this real-time database you add specific tag for all family. So when one of the family updated, all other family could listen to that update, so they couldn't get notified. So it will not do a lot of work in your server. Everything will be in real-time database because it's faster and cheaper and easy to use. Yes, here we go. Thank you for watching.